Hi, I'm Helen from CloudZebra. So I'm the main therapist, counsellor and practitioner here at CloudZebra. Just thought I'd introduce myself and just have a little chat with you about the sorts of things that we can do so that you can find out a bit more about whether you think you'd like to work with us and whether there's something we can uncover and unlock for you. So here at CloudZebra, we're all about wellness from the inside out. So we want to get people's minds, bodies and whole personalities working for them. We want to get you living life your way. So there is no recipe for this. There's no path that we say, oh, go from step 1 to step 2 to step 3. That's not how we work. You design your own path. So your path could be quite short. You might just come to us and say, look, I've got this knee pain. It's been going on for about 6 or 7 months. I don't really know why, but I'd like it gone. Can you do that? And for many, many people, yes, we can. So we'd have you for a session, whether by video or in person, and would then help you remove that pain. Because we're all about giving you the tools so that you can then create whatever change it is that you'd like to do. So for other people, it might be a slightly more sort of character change, shall we say. One where we help you change from being a worrier, where that worry and anxiety is stopping you doing things or is causing issues in relationships. So we'll work with you to find ways to tackle stress differently, to stop worrying and stop being quite as anxious as you have been, and change the way that you view the world. Just through speaking to you in a couple of sessions, then we can help you make some fairly radical changes to improve your life in the ways that you want to do that. So this is all based on energy psychology. It's all based on the fact that many of the things that affect us now actually come from previous incidents, circumstances, things where your mind has decided that it needs to protect you from something. And it's built up that protection and gone a little bit haywire. And that protection is now causing a problem. So if you think of the mind as a bit like an oyster, then perhaps the grain of sand has got in there with some really tiny sort of little niggle thing that was nothing at the time. But then the way that minds work, they build things up in layers. So that grain of sand gets like a little layer wrapped around it. And then something else happens that's kind of similar to your mind at least, because it works through metaphor and looking for the worst case position. And it's building this up, and you're beginning to get a whole gigantic pearl inside your head, rubbing away and irritating. And that's where a lot of discomfort comes from. So by unravelling that and finding out ways to dissolve that grain of sand, then we help you move forward. So you might be starting from a place of pain and want to get rid of that. That's fine, we can do that. On a sort of looking at things on a more positive note, you don't have to start from a place of discomfort to be able to work with us. So it might be that you're looking to get a job, looking to get a promotion, or you want to feel more relaxed at the end of the day to be with your family and friends. All of those things can be unlocked through the energy psychology methods that we use here. So whatever it is that you would like to do, we would love to help you unlock your own potential. Help you move from the place that you're currently in, the way you're perhaps not quite happy with where things are, and move on. Don't let no be your answer. If a doctor or your friends have gone, oh no, you'll never recover from that, well, perhaps you can using energy psychology. There are many of us out here practicing it now, and it has had some truly remarkable results. So I'll just give you a couple of ideas of what we've done. So there was a gentleman, he's 71, and he still likes running, doing perhaps 10-kilometre road races and that type of thing. But he found that his knee injury that first started 3 years ago was stopping him in that it would come back. He'd have a fall and then his knee wouldn't be able to recover perhaps. And that's not just down to age, because whilst we might take longer to recover when we're older, we still recover, and he wasn't. That knee injury was getting worse and worse. So we did some energy psychology with him, and in that particular case, it just took 45 minutes, and that pain was gone, and it hasn't come back in at least 2 weeks, and I don't anticipate that it will come back. So it might sound truly remarkable that that can happen, but rather than go poo-poo the idea and go, nah, won't work for me, why not try it? With any kind of pain treatment, then we do give a full money-back guarantee. So if you don't experience any reduction of your pain that stays with you for a significant period of time, you can have your money back. So there really is nothing to lose. So if you've had an old injury that's still playing up, or you've got some unexplained pain, give us a shout. If you have anxiety or you're struggling with how to deal with a situation, bullying at school, it could be partners, might be you've got differences of opinion, don't know how to talk about it, then give me a shout. I might be able to help you with that. So there's all sorts of things that can be assisted through energy psychology. It's all based on the power of your mind and how your mind works. Your minds are, when they're trying to protect you, can be quite negative. And they will find the most negative patterns they can to protect you in the best way that they think they can. So by undoing some of those ties to old events, which weren't appropriate and no longer need to be there, then we help you release that bond and move forward in a more positive light. So give me a shout by phone. I have both Spanish and English phone numbers that can be found here on the website, or perhaps you'd like to email or get in touch via our Facebook page, which is at CloudZebra. So I really would love to hear from you. I'd like to have a chat with you about what's going on for you, and if there's anything you'd like to change or unlock so that you can live life your way and start living rather than existing. So welcome to CloudZebra.